Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tengku Syarah, binti Haniff. So today I'm glad to present on the Industrial Training Sites presentation at Social Security Organization SOCSO, Dungun, Terengganu. So the contents in this slide are the introduction, description of tasks, challenge and solutions, and the knowledge and skills acquired. The first part is the introduction. So what is SOCSO? Maybe some of us might not know what is the SOCSO and what is the function of the SOCSO. So initially, SOCSO was established under the government department under the Ministry of the Human Resources, which plays the role in administering, implementing and enforcing the Employees Social Security Act 1969 and the Employees Social Security General Regulations 1971. And also, the SOCSOs provide social security protections to the workers through the implementations of the Occupational Disaster Scheme and the Disability Scheme, which is like for example, when the employees involved in any accidents during the work, such as the accidents, the road accidents, such as the COVID-19 infections, so they are eligible to claims with the SOCSO, for any compensations. But the terms is that, the condition is that the employers, must contribute with the SOCSO first. If not, they cannot also claim, the benefits that have in the SOCSO. And also, SOCSOs promote the occupational safety and health, among business and employees through programs, such as we have the OPS Kesan, we have the OPS Pemutihan, we have the OPS Cegah, and so on. So the second is the description of tasks. So this is the list of the units that I have go through, during my industrial training here. So the first one is the financial unit, the second one is administration, the third is enforcement unit, and the fourth is the benefits units, and the last is the employment insurance system unit. There is one unit that I have not included in this slide, which is the return to work unit, because I not really touch on that unit during my training here. So this is among 5 that I have touched, all of it, but the most units that I have go through is the benefits units and enforcement units. For the benefits and enforcement unit, it also have their own calculations, involved in it. It's not just on the financial unit that they have a calculation, but in the enforcement and the benefits unit also have the calculation itself. So for the financial unit, I use the CCAP system, which is CCAP system is the SOCSO score system, which is only the SOCSOs can access on it, The others, the public, the public cannot use this system, outside. And I also cannot use at my house or whatsoever. So it is function to check the employer's monthly payment, which is all the data and the information will be saved in this system. So we can just like put the identity number or the name or the file cases in order to check the information about the employees. So second part is I handed over the printed vouchers for the payment compensation, which is after the procedure, like the officer have approved, the cases to be paid like what amount, any amount. So it will go proceed with the payment. So for the financial unit, it always work with the money, which is the last step. And then I also download the ACR and ECR from the Assist portal, which is I have to check the late contribution that paid by the employers is the same, as stated in the ACR and the ECR. And then for the second, in administration units, okay, so in administration units, it is usual, okay, that I will do the fundamental office tasks like I'm scan, I print, I compiling, I locating the employee's file in the room file, and then I learned a bit about the formal council management, which is I have learned about the SOCSO's formal council management, such as I do the Hari Raya celebration at the office. I go to the doctor's conference at the Dungun hospital, which is I learn on how to communicate, okay, with the other person outside from the office, and also I'm also do the template. Okay, I prepared the template for the administrative unit office. Okay, they fill out, okay, the monthly report for the contribution, the benefits and operation, which is the officer will fill out the cost of the contribution and benefits, and also the operation of each month. Okay, but I just do the template. Okay. And then the next one is the letters and cards. So which is I issue. Okay, myself issue the letters and cards around the Dungun district. Okay, with another one officer, another officer. Okay, to invite them. Okay, to come to our Hari Raya celebration. Okay, previously. Next, for the enforcement unit, the first one, I registered the employers and employees using the Access portal, which is the employers have to fill out the forms given by the counter, okay, in order to we proceed with the registrations. And also the employers need to attach with the SSM documents such as the owner information, the business information, and the certificate of the from the SSN. Next, I also update the Form 1A and the ID portal using the same portal, which is there is a difference, okay, between the Form 1A and ID portal, which is for the Form 1A is for the resignation of employer, which is if the employer wants to close down their business for a while, like from January up until March, so they do not have to pay the contribution for that month that they close their business, or they also can fill out the Form 1A to close their business permanently. And also however, for the ID portal, it is used to the employees to update, okay, which is, for example, if the employees want to update their email address, the address of their business, or they want to change the owner of the business, so they can use the ID portal, okay, form. Next, I also key in the project confirmation paperwork into the enforcement database Excel sheet. So there are many items that they have to know, okay, what is the project about, okay, how many workers that they use, okay, what is the employers, okay, what is the code of the employers, and so on. Okay, what is when the start date of their project, and so on. So I key in this info, okay, in the database Excel sheet. Next, I update the minute paper to put the contribution date payment interest and the employment insurance system, which is for the contribution date payment interest. Okay, there's two, which is for the SOCSO and the EIS. So there is a different add, which is for the EIS system is the add 800, and for the SOCSO is add 4. Okay, next, I also open, okay, the new file for registered employers, okay, by writing the employee code and the employee name on the file, and then I put it in the file room, okay. So it will be used to other officers to getting update on it. Next, for the benefits units, okay, so in this unit, the most system that I use is the SICAP system. So it is used to scan and upload the temporary disablement benefits for the COVID-19 infections and accidents during work. But it's not just for the temporary benefits is I also scan sometimes for the permanent disablement benefits, for the invalidity and the survivor's pension. Okay, so this is the amount of the benefits that have in the SOCSO. Okay, and then I also do the F1 and F3, which is the F1 is the statement of the salary or contribution of the insured person, okay, that want to claim with the SOCSO. Okay, which is I will calculate the excess or the deficiency of their contribution for every month, okay, to look, okay, whether they paid, the employees paid or not, okay, for that month, okay. And then I also create the F3, which is the investigation report, okay, for like COVID-19 cases in the workplace. It will classify under the occupational disasters, okay. And then I update also and compile, okay, the cases for the permanent disability and the invalidity using the master list in the archive. So this is basically the cases when I attending for the doctor's conference at the Dungun hospital. And then I also call the insured person in order to attend the doctor's conference at the Dungun hospital. And also, okay, after the result come out, okay, I will also call, okay, the insured person to come to the office in order to fill out the payment form, okay, to sign. Okay, and then I also learn on the SBS claim, which is the self-employed social security scheme. It is used for that the employers that stand alone, okay, that stand alone, which is they do not use any workers, okay, they like the fisherman, okay, so they can you register with the SPS, okay, in order to claim if anything happened to them, okay, during work. And then for the survivor's pension, I used to compute the survivor's pension entitlement, okay, by using, which is there are two types, which is full pension and the 1/3 pension entitlement, okay. So which is for this computation, I will use the the employee statement summary to come out, okay, with whether they are eligible, okay, to get the full pension or 1/3 pension entitlement. Okay, so there is a step, okay, on how to compute that. The last one is the EIS unit. Okay, so the EIS unit, the first one I do the EISB registration, which is the employment insurance system for who lost their employment. So I will register, okay, by using the EIS portal, okay. And then I also introduced by the My Future Job, which is how to register the My Future Job portal in order to help, okay, to find out the job vacancies from the range of organizations, okay. This is a good portal, okay, to use, okay. And next I learn on the job seeker allowance plus, which is in Malay we call EMP plus, allow mencari pekerjaan, which is I go to the briefing on the JSA plus, which is that eligible for the job seeker that do not contribute with the SOCSO, okay, after June 2021. Okay, so but if they contribute with the SOCSO like January 2022, so they don't eligible, okay, they are not eligible to get this allowance. The next one is the challenge and solutions. So the challenge one is a tiny workspace and lack of additional unoccupied desks for practicum students, which is basically I do my work at the meeting room, and sometimes, okay, they use the meeting room to have their meeting, and I have to go outside and do my work at other staff desk, and it will disturb me from finishing my task efficiently and on time. Okay, so the solution is that the SOCSO must provide affordable table for practicum students for use in empty area outside the meeting room, so that after we finish our work, okay, we can save or store the portable table in the file room. Okay, the next challenge is the SOCSO score system frequently jammed, such as the CCAP system. So, for example, when I do my work, okay, the CCAP system is jammed, so I have to wait for 1 day, okay, in order the CCAP system can be accessed again. So it's quite like very delay, okay, it will pending my cases to scan, okay, and upload in the system. Okay, so the solution is that the responsible party have to maintain the system on the regular basis. Okay, and also the staff here, okay, in my practical place here, must give a clear explanation on how to use, okay, the system, okay, so that when we open because the CCAP system is more on the coding system, so if we put the wrong code, it will jam, okay, it will jam, okay, so we have very carefully use that system. They have the method on how to open the system or how to exit from the system, so they have their own code, okay, we cannot just like back and just exit like that. The next challenge is the number of laptops provided by SOCSO is insufficient for practicum students to complete their tasks, which is I have to because only the SOCSO's laptop have their core system, okay, such as the CCAP system, the EIS portal, the ASIS portal. So what I can do is I can bring my own laptop, okay, in order to complete the task given completely and efficiently, okay. But for the system that use the we can wait that not used to access with the portal, I can do in my own laptop, okay. But also I have to connect, okay, with the printers at the SOCSO, so that it will easier for my printing, okay, to print out the paper from the my laptop, okay, so that I'm not just like depends on that SOCSO's laptop only. Okay, the next challenge is on the collecting response or documents from the employers or the injured persons who are late or the past deadline or given the insufficient documents. Okay, so sometimes, okay, the employers that want to register, okay, the employers and the employees, okay, they give the insufficient documents, such as for the SSM, okay, as we know there are 3 documents that needed, which is the owner, the business information, and the Form D. But sometimes the employers might forgot to bring the Form D or business owner, okay, anyone, okay, of it. So it will disturb the process, okay, it will pending the process of the registration, because we have to have 3 documents, okay, in order to proceed with the registration, okay. And also for the pass of the deadline, which is for the chronology form, if we proceed with the COVID-19 cases, okay, so we have to give the employers, okay, the chronology form through the email in order to employers to complete, okay, and sign on it. But by 2 days, okay, excluding the holidays. But sometimes, okay, the employers take more than 2 days in order to complete the form, so it will delay our work, okay, and make more, we have to contact them, always follow up them, okay. So the solution is that the SOCSO's officer must first review, okay, the documents submitted to the by the employees at the counter, so that if the employees did not give a complete documents, they can straightly straightly ask, okay, straightly tell to the employers what the documents is not complete, okay, by face to face. So is I think it will be very easier, okay, it will be easier, okay, before pass to other officer to do the registration. And for the chronology form or the email that get the late response, okay, so the SOCSO can also have a right, okay, to reject the cases, okay, that to get a late response, okay, and also if they didn't give any response, we can also follow up, okay, we can always follow up with the employers. The last part is the knowledge and skills acquired. The first one is the communication skills, which is I able to manage the official office responsibilities, such as I deal with the employers that come to the office. I call the insured person to attend to the doctor's conference for once a month and others. For the teamwork, I able to manage the official office responsibilities, such as the Bobo Lambuk distribution event, Hari Raya celebration, CSR program, Careers Carnival. So the best teamwork that I have ever do is the CSR and the Career Carnival. For the calculations, I able to check and calculate the statement of salary and contribution data for each insured person that claim for the TDB, PDB, and others, okay, by referring the employee statement summary with the salary slip. So the salary slip must be 6 months before the accidents occur. Okay, for the facilities, I able to utilize the workplace printers, scanners, and how to use the system, okay, like CCAP system, AIS portal, Assist portal, okay, where it can avoid, okay, this from being damaged or jammed. Next, I able to manage files, which is I able to open a new file for a newly registered employer and employees through Access portal and update, okay, in the minute paper by arranging the documents in the order where the first one, like SSM documents, okay, followed by EIS form 1, EIS form 2, form 1, form 2, ID portal registration form, and others. For the Excel Google Sheet, I learned on how to generate an e-certificate by using the autocorrect function in the Excel, okay, where two things required that are fully completed Google form filled out by the participants and the slide that are connected with the certificate that we want to generate, okay, which is a good information that I learned because after I'm joining the webinar, okay, for the mental health, okay, about the mental health. So the organizer asked me to generate an certificate. Okay, so they teach me on how you use the autocorrect function in the Excel in order to come up with the many e-certificates at one time. Okay, and next, the last one is the types of the entities, which is I able to understand the difference between the SSM registered entity, which is we have the sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation. Okay, when we registering the employees in the employees in the SSM portal, because each of the entity have their own documents, okay, from the SSM. It's not the same. Okay, so many skills and knowledge that I learned at the SOCSO. So that's all from me. Thank you.